Joe.
Hey, thanks. My name is Joe Mascaro. I'm a tropical ecologist, and I'm director of academic programs at Planet Labs. So I'm going to talk to you about some planet satellites and some of the interesting science that I think could be done, hopefully, in Earth Engine. This is a launch last year of 88 Dove satellites being deployed into a sun-synchronous orbit. This capability from this launch led us up to, oh, believe me, yeah. They're pretty good, right? Led us to this, which is the ability to image the entire Earth at 3.7 meter resolution in 4 spectral bands every 24 hours. This is one single day of 150, roughly, satellites collecting imagery. This is about 1.3 million images. These are just the footprints of the images. If I showed you the actual images, they'd be smaller than a pixel. So this is against a VIIRS background. And we can do incredible types of new time series with this. You can see how the Earth changes on a daily basis. This is some ordinary central pivot agriculture. But I'm not going to show you a bunch of time lapses because I don't have the time. So I want to blow through 4 papers that are using planet data to do primary Earth science, all of which benefited by daily imaging. This first one is a rigorous analysis of CubeSat radiometry led by Rasmus Hoberg and Matt McCabe. One of the key findings was they were able to predict agricultural information of the same or comparable radiometric quality of Landsat, but at planet resolution. The second one is led by Sarah Cooley. She's at Brown University, and here she used our dense time series to understand hydrologic changes in the high Arctic, which allows her to understand potentially what the permafrost environment is beneath those hydrological environments. The third one is on coral reef monitoring. In this case, many of you working in the tropics, especially corals, know that clouds are also a problem there, as they are over tropical forests. And in this case, we were able to generate a really high-quality mosaic of the Spratly Islands in the South China Sea using that dense time series data. And finally, this is a glacier study just published a few months ago in Nature Geoscience, led by Andreas Cobb, wherein more than 160 planet images in the calendar year of 2016 were used to analyze the behavior of a glacier affected by climate change in Tibet. This work was featured in the New York Times not long ago. And lastly, I want to tell you about the funnest part of my job, which is to meet with users like you. As we heard from Rebecca, I think the Google Earth Engine community feels the same way, and see things like this. And I'm going to start clicking, and you're going to see something changing every day. And I would like someone to try and shout what they think is going on, and I will start giving hints. This is in Africa. It is in Tanzania. It is near the habitat of a large mammal. It's wildebeest. It's the wildebeest migration, and what you actually just saw was them eating their way over to their breeding grounds, and here it is in time series. I just discovered this 2 days ago at the University of Glasgow with a bunch of wildlife biologists, and they're all now signed up for Planet accounts. This is how you can do so if you're at a university. Unfortunately, this program is currently limited to those at universities, and please sign up and use Earth Engine to analyze some data, which you can do here with Sam's code. I was scared of that applause sign.
I bet there's questions for this one. Questions?
My microphone matches my shoes.
And my shirt.
They all match.
So does this one. Questions?
Do you have images from the oceans too?
We are imaging over some portions of open water. We have the capability, but we don't presently image over the entirety of the oceans. We image the near shore, and we recently added all coral atolls.
Right here.
If I use your data in Earth Engine for one of these studies, am I still limited to 100 square kilometers?
You're limited to 10,000 square kilometers per month, and so you need to ingest that data and then shuttle it to Earth Engine, potentially using one of these tools.
Apologize for that, please.
I apologize for that, for the time. Only because you forced me to.
Thank you.
Thanks.